Good morning, everyone. So this video is going to be what I colored in the month of November of 2020. Sorry if the lighting is not perfect. My kitchen table is completely full of stuff. My youngest daughter has moved in and she put stuff everywhere, so I just didn't feel like going behind her today and putting it all away. So we're going to try to film this from my bed, and I will try to keep the tripod as still as possible. I hope you are all doing very well. Okay, first I have, this is in no order of the month, just whatever. Carnival Escape. This is by Jade Gideon. It's a beautiful, thick paper watercolor book. Sorry, Annie. My dog is not feeling well. She's sitting to the left of me. She just threw up everywhere. So I'm going to try not to be too loud and irritate her. But, yeah, that's, this book takes whatever you want to put at it, and there is no buckling, basically. A little tiny bit, but I tend to be too heavy with the water, because a lot of my colors are at the very end of the pans, and it's, you got to kind of get a lot of water going to get in there and activate the paint, so I tend to overdo it, but yeah. And yeah, this one was for Color Your Hoard. I have not posted it yet on my Instagram, I don't think. No, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. So this is was just watercolored by Winsor Newton. Prismacolor pencils, some Sharpie for the background, and then there's some gel pen in there as well, just a little bit like right here and on the stars. So there is the bird lady. She was very fun to do. You can see in her face how textured this paper is. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's very toothy and textured, so it's kind of hard to get into the paper there, but I still love this book. It's beautiful. So I worked in Anamorphia. Excuse me. We have not been feeling very well in my family. My daughter-in-law had the CV test. She had the same symptoms I have, and hers came back negative. It was a sinus infection, so I'm going to assume I have the same thing. Excuse me. But when I took my youngest daughter to get her wisdom teeth pulled the other day, they scanned my forehead and told me I couldn't come in because I was registering a fever. So, yeah, just not feeling very well at all. Oh, no, duh. This one I've already done. See what I mean? I did this big double page spread here because I'm trying to use up all my gel pens, and I have been since the summer. So I've been going through the book and like adding gel pen. I won't be able to find it now that I'm looking for it. You'll have to trust me, guys, but I've been going through the book and just adding gel pen to these little doodly-doos so that, when I want to color something, I just have to come back in, and a lot of that part, which is to me, that's the part that's intimidating, not intimidating, but daunting, because you know that you have to do all these little tiny things. But once you do that, and if you do it in stages, then you come back. This part goes so fast, and Kirby has provided, the areas for you where the darkest colors will go, so it's an easy thing to color. And my clouds may look weird to you, but I swear, one day I was outside, and I was looking up at the sky, and I was like, holy moly, the clouds were actually flat at the bottom. Like, they made, it was like stripes in the sky. And I thought that was so cool looking that I just took a piece of cardboard from the bottom of an empty tissue box, and I just drew the shape of the cloud that I saw, and I cut that piece out, and then I just placed it on the page and used my chalks around it. So that's how the background was done. And this is for Color Your Hoard 2020. This was also watercolor. When I say watercolor, I always use Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolor unless I specify that it was a different one, but that's my go-to. That's why it's empty, or near empty anyway. There's Prism in here, Sharpie, and gel pen. Why? Oh, that's my other page. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. This is Color Your Hoard as well. This is gel pens, Crayola pencils, Prismacolor pencils, and chalk pastels. Yeah, that sounds more like it. I'm going to need to remove these pieces of paper so I just don't read the same one over and over again. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so that's what I used on this one. And like I said, once you have the little stuff done, it goes really fast. I think this page took me 2 days, but you know, I would just work on it for a couple hours here and there, and then it was done. So I'm gonna check and see if there's any bleed through so I can let you guys know. Yeah, see, I didn't use any water on this one. Let's see on this side. There's a little bit from my gel pens. You can see the orange. So, this is, yeah, my copy is the one with the basically copier paper. So, yeah, there's that. So if you saw my last video about making a coloring book journal for 2021, then you would have already seen this finished page, but I had to test a page in here to see if I wanted to use this as my journal. Sorry, I heard a thump or a thud. I've got 2 other dogs besides the one on the bed. So I decided to test this page out. And Prismas did not work well on here, even though there are several layers of colors. They don't, this is like such slippery paper. Probably markers would be the type of thing to use in here, and then your pencils over it, but that was just a lot more work than I wanted for a journal. So excuse me, so this will not be my journal, but this was Color Your Hoard as well, and this is just Prisma and gel pens for these areas here. It's still like this book. It's a nice book. Has all kinds of variety in it. Excuse me. Lovely different things to color. I think that crayons might really work well in here. And also Crayola twistables work great on this slippery type of paper. So I'm definitely keeping the book. It's just not going to be my next journal. So then I colored in my Fractals coloring book, which I have showed you guys in my coloring book collection. If you haven't watched that, I do believe that I've put it on a playlist now, so you can look on my playlist and watch all the parts to it and just let it play out. But this is, fractals are a shape within a shape. Basically, they're really awesome, and if you like fractals and the beautiful colors and designs that you see of them, check out Pinterest. They have so many pictures of fractals. It is awesome. Unfortunately, I did not do any justice to this one because I was trying to use my super tips. No, I lied. No, I was trying to use my Sharpies and get rid of them. Yeah, it tells me right here. See, all I gotta do is read. I use Sharpie and a paint pen. The reason I used a paint pen was because I ran out of red. So here's where I tried to, I don't know what it is, you guys, but when it comes to markers, red is my jam, and I run out of the red first. I like yellow and other things, but for markers, I always go to a red. So I always run out of red. So yeah, I couldn't even find a red super tip to finish this piece. So, but yeah. This looks terrible, so I probably will do something else to it. Maybe splatter paint on it, or I don't know, figure out something. Maybe use pencil. I'm not sure. This is a really super, I love this book. So I don't want to have yucky pages in it, but you know, stuff happens. They can't all be masterpieces, right? I colored in Creative Haven's Mandalas. I colored this one, oh, one-handed. I'm trying to hold my tripod up here. So I thought this one came out really pretty, and it's very holiday-ish to me. That was Sharpie and gel pens, and this is also for Color Your Hoard, which I will have to take pictures so that I can put them on Instagram. I don't like to do it before I show it on this channel, because this channel is my priority over my Instagram page. So I don't want like spoilers. I do show some of them, but I need to show more of them after the month is over, so that you can see them, or the people that just go on Instagram can see them. But so that was Mandalas. So you guys know my relationship with the Art of Mindfulness, the Art of Mindfulness series. This is the Relaxed and Focused, which I decided to be my winter one. So usually I do start at the beginning. Not always, but this time I did. I love these books. They have a lot of Angela Porter's work in them, and her work is so fun to color. If you stick to, it looks best if you stick to less colors, and then try to, like blue and orange are opposite on the color wheel. So it looks better if you kind of pay attention to those sort of, art rules. But hey, don't listen to me. Do whatever you want if you want to. However it makes you feel happy is the important part. But this is also for Color Your Hoard. I've had this book a very long time. And this is all done in Crayola Super Tips. There's nothing else on there, just markers. So that was fun to do. Usually I would go around the edges and put washi tape, or write some lyrics to whatever song was playing at the time that I was coloring this, but apparently I didn't do it that time. I must have been watching TV. So this one is also Crayola Super Tips, nothing more. Just me trying to get rid of those suckers. I just have too many, guys. There's nothing wrong with them. And if you like them, that's great. I don't hate them, but I'm not a marker person, and I can't color with really anything without making it streaky. It's just not, it doesn't feel good in my hands. It's not my natural go-to, but I don't like to waste either. So I think I have what's left of a 50 pack and what's left of a 100 pack to get through. So you'll see a lot of pages coming up, probably out of books like this, where it's not one of my super nice books, and I don't want to mess it up, but I want to use those and fill in some pages of things that are just to sit here at night and kind of mindless. So yeah, I like this one. I like the design, and I like the colors of the picture. It's very cheerful. I never know what colors I'm going to use. I just start with the first one and lay that one down. In this case, it was this peachy color. And then I set it to the side, and I think, well, what goes with that? And that's how I build my page. I never really think too much about it. So that's my process. Okay, and then we have Just Add Color Tattoo. If you did not see, I made a video. It's a coloring tag. If you would like to participate, that would be great. It hasn't gotten a lot of views, so I have hashtags on it, but I don't know. But if you're interested and would like to participate, it's the video before the last video. So, and it's called 10 Books to Finish. It's just a fun tag you can do anytime, where you would show 10 books that you'd like to eventually one day finish. And so this is one of mine. So therefore, I do have that hashtag for that particular challenge. So yeah, it goes for Color Your Hoard and 10 books to complete. I can't remember if my tag says 10 books to finish or 10 books to complete. Now I don't even know what my own tag says. I'll have to look. But this is all done in gel pens, just gel pens. Let's see if you can get the glittery look going on there. Yep, you can see it. Sometimes it's really fun just to fill in a whole entire page in gel pens, and then when you're done, you can do this. Ooh, pretty. Looks like a Christmas ornament. Ooh, ah, you know, that kind of thing. I am trying to use up my gel pens as well, because I want to get some, um, you know, jelly roll pens. I have a set that is the metallics, and then I have a set that is whatever color you color it turns gold. I'm not a big fan of those because, like, why do you need all these other colors if everything turns gold? I don't know. I don't even know where I got that set, but I want to get the Moonlights and, you know, some of the other ones, because I have so many, like, gel pens that I've just picked up here and there, and they get on my last nerve. They end up just, I don't know. They don't color well in everything. They color fine in some things, but I'm looking for a higher grade in my gel pens. Okay. So a thing happened to me. Oh my gosh. I have had this book since Christmas of last year, to my Christmas haul from last year. And, you know, it's weird because I had picked it out. My husband has me pick my own stuff out. He surprises me with some stuff, but he's not good at, like, finding small little things or whatever. He's, like, a big present kind of buyer. But he doesn't like me to be, like, the only person sitting there with not packages to open. So he'll tell me, you know, to pick things out and then forget them. And I sometimes do forget them. Not all of them, but at least a couple of them. So anyway, I had picked this out, and he gave it to me on Christmas. And it went in the shelf, and that's where it stayed until November for some reason. It's just, this is how it works with me. I don't know about you guys, but I'll be sitting there watching TV, and, like, a book keeps catching my eye in my bookshelf. Like, every time I turn my head, I look directly at it, and I'm like, all right, book. Fine. You know? So, this month it was this one, and I thought, okay, I'll just color one. And that'll be it, because I am going to do a video. I have the stack on the floor I would show you, but it's a mess. I am going to do a video on all of the books that I have not colored in, not even one page, so that I can keep those to the side or tag them or whatever. Excuse me. And try to color at least one page in them before the end of the year. It's a big goal, and I probably won't make it. You know, because there is work, and the bars have not shut down. I work in a VFW club. So as of right now, they haven't shut down. So I still have to do that, and, you know, other things. So it's a lot, but I'm going to try at least to tag them. And that way, when my brain says color something, that'll be my go-to. And at least I'll make a dent in the pile. Anyway, gosh, I'm just chattering. But anyway, so I found my Manga book. This is Maga's Magical Coloring Book by Joel Moore. He's an artist that isn't based in Australia, and he makes a lot of other things besides coloring books. But this I found at Ollie's, and I fell in love with it. And then, like I said, it just sat in the shelf, and so I thought, I'm just gonna bust out that Manga book and color something. I don't even know which one was first, you guys, because I fell down the rabbit hole that is Manga. And I fell in complete and total love. So I did this guy. Yeah, it says Christmas 2019. So that's when I got the book. But I colored him in November. So he's just some gel pen and Crayola pencil to fill him in. This book is filled with just these quirky characters, and I love it. I love it so much. I did this guy here, and I haven't done the background yet, so some of these you see may look different when I do post them to Instagram. I'm sorry, honey. It's all right. Because they don't have backgrounds. Some of them may not end up with backgrounds. Some of them may end up with words in the background. I don't know, because I love this book because the portraits are in the center, but there's still room. There's room back there to draw and put words or text or whatever. So I went crazy when I got my hands in here. I just kept going and going. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't tag them because that would be wasting a lot of tags. So bear with me, guys. Usually I can find them pretty easy because they're buckled from using watercolor and wet stuffs. Oh, okay, I did this one. So this page did not have anything at the bottom like you can see on the twin page. So I wrote Carpe Diem. My son and I have matching wrist tattoos that say Carpe Diem. We're very seize the day kind of people. But then we found out there's a word for night, and it's called Carpe Noctem. So that's what I'm going to write on that page, so that will be my night page. And this is my day page. Excuse me. I didn't write what I used here, but I used Crayola twistable pencils and some gel pens. I made like this, straight line cotton candy looking sky. And I added some doodles around the clouds, and I just wanted it to be like a completely original page where mine wouldn't look like anyone else's. And you can post your Manga pages for those who might have this book as well. Post your Manga pages on your Instagram, but use the hashtag #MyManga, and then your pages can be put in his gallery. So that's a cool thing. This guy is just watercolor base. I haven't done anything with him yet. I'm going to get my watercolors back out and let the main drip, hold it up and let that drip, and then when that's dry, try to let all the watercolor drip out. I think that'll look cool. And then I'll go in and redo his face with pencil. This reminded me so much of Camilla d'Ercos. Doesn't that remind you of her work? So I just did part of these. I haven't finished that one yet. It is a work in progress. When I was working in this book, it was like whatever I had out. So if I had markers out, I would do marker things. If I had gel pens out, I would do gel pen things. So there's going to be some of them that are not finished, but they're in progress. Excuse me. These guys, these twins, yeah, I want to make them be talking to each other. So I'll write words there, I think. That will be fun. Here is the zombie that has his head zipped off and he's crying. So definitely want to use some glossy accents on his tears there. And then the background is just watercolor, so I'm going to go back with something else, on there. This guy is watercolor as well. No, this is watercolor pencil. I was going to say, what color is that in Winsor Newton? I know you can mix colors, but usually I'm too lazy. So that is watercolor pencil that I haven't finished him yet, and this one is on my Instagram here. I just think this guy is adorable, and he's watercolor based with, he's got some gel pen in his sunglasses, and then Crayola pencils over him. Since my watercolor did bleed through, and you guys, it doesn't if you don't use a lot of water, but as I was saying, my watercolors are getting so low now that I have to get a lot of water going just to get it started because it's way in the cracks and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just going to paint this page so that this is hidden. But I need to go over him and do some other detail work to him. As you can see, I did use Crayola Super Tips to color in his hat, because I did not have that color green that I wanted in something else. So I'm going to have to kind of go over that and make the streaks disappear. Okay. I did this guy. I don't know what you smoking. I'm not smoking that. He is So I did use watercolor in the background and then went over that with pencil. So you can see when you go over it with the pencil, it takes a lot of the wavy, buckly stuff away because, you know, you're pressing down with the pencil and you're basically like ironing that out. So Crayola pencils over Winsor & Newton for this guy. And these little birdies. And I think I want to put some stickles in his smoke, but you know what? I have to wait till I color this bird because I don't want that lumpiness happening there. And I painted this guy in different shades of green that I mixed, and then, you know, his face is colored in. I think that's it. Look at this one. Is that hipster Elvis or what? Yes, I'm going to write Elvis lyrics on that one when I get to it. So, yeah, like I said, I fell in the rabbit hole with this guy. So that is it for my coloring, but I do have a couple other things to show you. So if you want to click off now, that's fine. If not, you know, stick around. Glad to have you. So I did do this sketch this month. This is Frida Kahlo, the famous Mexican artist. I love her. I have a ginormous, and when I say ginormous, I mean ginormous, framed poster of her. Now, this picture is not my original idea, not my original design, you know, with all of these geometric shapes. I found this on Pinterest, and you guys, I did try to, every Pinterest picture that I found, I tried to go back and find, you know, the original artist, and I couldn't find the person. So I don't know if this was like some kind of computer-generated art or what. So if you know about this picture, the original, like if you know who the artist was, please tell me, and I will make sure to add it into this video somehow so that, you know, nobody thinks that this is my art. The only thing that I did different with my rendition of this picture was I made her face much thinner and her neck much longer to, you know, kind of exaggerate the geometric shapes that's there. So she is done in Prismacolor pencil. Her hair is Sharpie. Her dress is Sharpie. I have not added her earring in yet because I'm just trying to decide about the background. My daughter thinks that I should put a bird on her shoulder, but I think it would be too busy. I think I just want to keep it like classic looking. So I'm thinking about, you know, a colored background and maybe metallic on the earring here. What do you think? You guys tell me what you think. So she was very fun to draw. I really had a great time making this sketch, and sketching and drawing really is my first love. So there's that. And now, to end this video, I gotta show you a little bit of a haul. And guess what? I did not go anywhere and get this haul. It was gifted to me from my youngest daughter, who went to the thrift store. So she got me this set of Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils, which I did use in that Manga Book. I think it's, yeah, it was these pencils that were that blue color. I don't know how much she paid for these. Wait a minute. 69 cents right there. See it? So, yeah. I don't know about where you guys live at, but thrift stores in Ohio are super, super cheap. My friend came from Florida. Not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that one. She came from Florida to visit me and stay for a week, and every day she wanted to go to the thrift store because one thrift store that we have, their clothes are 19 cents. Like, I don't know how this happens or why it's so cheap. They're marked from Goodwill. Maybe they're rejects from Goodwill. I don't know. But anyways, if you all ever want to go thrifting, come to Ohio and I'll take you. But anyway, so yeah, she got me these Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils, and I really love them. They've got some nice, vivid colors in here to use. There's one short guy, really short, pretty short guy, that's orange, which orange is one of my favorite colors. So, but that's okay because there's another orange here, there's an orange here, and I have other watercolor pencils. So for 69 cents, yeah, I'm so glad she got me those. She also got me a set of Faber-Castell oil pastels because she liked my oil pastel picture that I did of the moon. It was like a 15-minute picture, and she wants me to try to do more. So she got me these, and she paid 29 cents for them. And if Annie doesn't freak out, I'll open the tray here and show you. I'm sorry, Annie. It'll be okay. So here they are. And you can see there's 50 gorgeous colors in here. This is a scratching tool because when you use oil pastels, you got a lot of layers built up, and it's cool to make texture on your picture afterwards. So I can't wait to bust into these babies and use them. It'll be so much fun. So that's something I got. And she picked me up these. These are Reeves soft pastel 24 for 49 cents. So I have some Reeves watercolor crayons, and they're about like stubs by now. I've had them for about 20 years, and I really like them. So I have no issues with the Reeves brand. Nothing bad to say about them. As far as I know, sorry for hitting the camera. As far as I know, they're kind of a budget brand, maybe a little bit towards mid-range, but more budgety. So here they are. And, you know, some of them are broken, but that's okay, because I'm just going to, excuse me, scrape the tops and use them in backgrounds. So, yeah, very exciting stuff. It's always nice when you can find something at such a discounted price, and I'm glad my girl has the eye for it. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope it wasn't too dark or too annoying with my clearing of my throat. So yes, I will be back. Probably the next video will be, my birthday is Sunday, so maybe if I get anything color related for my birthday, I can come back and show you that. If not, it would probably be a haul, or you know, a store haul, or the video about the books I haven't colored in yet. So that'll be what's coming up. So thank you to everyone who has watched the video, who has hit the like button, who has subscribed, who has shared my videos, and just been a part of helping me to grow this channel. I appreciate you all so very much. Bye-bye.